Hey guys, SteelBallJack here, and today's character gameplay videos. Oh, we got two epic characters. First of all, we've got one of my favourite, if not my favourite, character in the whole of the JoJo universe, President Valentine. We also have Wiz Blue Marine, aka Weather Report, who is a big character in part 6, a loved character who a lot of people wanted him to be an all-star battle, but finally he's right here, so happy. But yeah, oh, we've got to see this, it's so good. We're going to start with President Valentine, and in the next video, of course, will be Weather Report. So let's start with him, let's go! Okay, here we go. So, yeah, as we know, of course, as I always stop it to explain the things, we all know what he's about, but basically, his R1 ability, his style action is to actually, as you can see, or as you're about to see, transport across the map to the character that you're locked on. Now, it'll either be in front of, or the majority of the time, it'll be behind, as you'll see right now. So that's pretty cool. You get really close, or you can transport. It's similar to how Bruno Bucciolati and Okuyasu get around as well. And I'm guessing Johnny as well will have a similar, really fast zoom kind of like attack. Now they're saying that he's a tricky character because of course he can do it. He can actually move. He's relatively agile, and he can actually do the R1 style action on the ground and in the air as well. So you can actually get out and defend really easily. And so, as you can see, yeah, we've got his different movesets. Of course, he's got his which, of course, when he uses his gun, we've got his other one, which is like a rush mode where D4C comes out and attacks them. And we've got some other things I'm going to talk about, which are pretty cool. Of course, it's saying that when you get up really close, it's really cool because, you know, it's very difficult to just like heal yourself. It's very difficult to defend yourself, and it's very difficult to actually get away from Valentine. He seems to be a very tricky melee type character, say melee, close range character. Now you can use, as it says here, you can use Love Train. Love Train is one of the things that you can actually start up. So once you've activated Love Train, any kind of projectile that flies towards you, no effect to you. So for example, as you're going to see in a minute again, when you see Gyro for a steel ball, it just starts circling him, and it's just like, okay, it's not going to work. One of the things I want to know, because if you think of about a lot of projectiles that we're going to get, I mean, off the top of my head, we've got, of course, we've got the steel balls, we've got the fingernail bullets, we've also got, well, we've got a lot actually. We've got the ball bearing from part 4 Jotaro. We've also got thrown items, you know, anything that's projectile. But the one thing that's really made me quite curious about this is, will Mariah's magnetism work? Because if the magnetism works, are we going to see cars just come around and start flying around him, or the car's just going to bounce off, or we won't see cars at all because Love Train is actually deactivating, you know, it's kind of like going against it, but it's deactivating it, classing it as a projectile. Who knows, but we'll see in game when it comes next week. So as you can see, the steel ball flying around him. Now this style action, of course, as it says, you press R1, you go right behind him. Now, you have timing with it as well, as you're about to see with Johnny in a second, where when you're fighting them, when you blast them back and they hit the wall, if you press R1 at that point, you can actually transport, well, I say transport, you can, as you're about to see, another Valentine comes out, and you can actually do a double attack, which is pretty damn awesome. You can also use it to travel, yes. Now this skill, I've got to stop because it's pretty damn awesome. What you can do is, you can summon another Valentine from another world, and they'll be like a computer character. Basically, just like how Speedwagon summons the Asian man and Tattoo alongside him to do battle as well. It's similar to that, except I don't think you can very lock on them, and as you can see, yeah. So basically, when you do it, he will just appear, and it will be another Valentine that will have the same skills and everything like that, and that will attack a random opponent. So you won't be able to lock on and choose, as you're about to see. At the same time, you can actually, if you've got the timing right again, you can also change into the other one, and you can actually get, you know, the other Valentine to get hit by a projectile or whatever, and they get hit, and you come back with more health, and you also get a little bit of a strength boost as well. So here we go, you get knocked down, and you can be like, hey, no, we're going to change out Valentines, we've got a new Valentine there to do damage on ya. There we go. I like white costume because that's basically the basic costume, and I love it. Although I do love this one, which is my favourite costume from the presidential costume from All-Star Battle, and of course the manga. Now, dual heart attack, he doesn't really have one shown off now anyway, but this is with the Scary Monsters one. We get the end of this cut off, but we know what happens. I love it. Now we're going to see something interesting with the story part as well. Because he actually says, I'm going to show you something that gave you your stands, basically. Well, those with stands, you're going to see what gave you such ability. Well, basically, yeah. He's basically asking him, show me what gave me your stands. Because, of course, it's different things, isn't it? Because Steel Ball Run is completely different how they got their stands compared to how certain people in Part 4 onwards got their stand, and, of course, the JoJos and stuff like that. We've got the arrow, or we've got being born with it, or just being the JoJo, or you've got in Steel Ball Run with different parts of it. So, oh my god, how good did that look? Funny Valentine, one of my favourite characters, as I said. And from the bat, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going, once I've unlocked him, online maining him, offline with friends maining him. I say with friends, offline, here you go, take the controller. But every time, just Valentine everywhere. Even on Valentine's Day, I'll just be like, sit my missus over there, I'll be like, it's Valentine's Day. Yeah, I was stupid. But anyway, that was, my impressions. Yes, definitely a lot more than I originally thought. I was like, okay, so it's like the All-Star Battle version, adding more kind of like freeness to transportation. They did that, but also we get to bring in the Valentine from another world, and we get to change with him, so our health goes up and stuff. People might think that sounds overpowered, but I'm guessing that even though you can do a little bit more damage and you actually got your health will go up, at the same time, there is probably, the skill will have a massive cooldown time. And yeah, it's probably not going to be very difficult to beat him. But I do think that he's got a big place in the story anyway. And in this original story, yeah, I'm thinking that he's definitely got a big place in the original story. So thank you very much for checking this out. I'll see you on the next video today, which will be, of course, Weather Reports. See you then. And remember, 全てが正義だ.